enough. A lot of people do not talk about portfolios enough, and a lot of people don't bring portfolios to job interviews enough. They actually, again, I can't say it enough, they prove that you're competent and that you have the skills that you say you have on your resume, and it shows that you're actually interested and you can actually do the job that they're asking you to do. Hey y'all, if you've never seen my face before, my name is Shaquoya. I do mental health tips, lifestyle content, and college tips. But if you have seen my face, welcome. I missed you so much. Fly, I look too good. I decided to start a kind of like a big sister series on all the things that I wish I knew before I finished undergrad, or honestly before I even went into undergrad, but really before I finished. So obviously you can see by the title, today is about portfolios, specifically academic portfolios, but it really can apply to like work portfolios as well. I think I've really anyway, a lot of people don't really talk about portfolios because you only really hear about them like in the artistic world, things like that, like, you know, people pulling their best artwork together. But it's so good for everybody, like when I mean everybody to just have a good portfolio. I didn't even know about portfolios until I got into grad school. So, and especially if you're not going to grad school, you definitely need to make a portfolio. But also if you are, it's also good to have a portfolio to show anybody for internships. But anyways, I'm gonna get into that. Let's start with what a portfolio is. A portfolio is a collection of your best academic, creative, or professional work. It shows your employers or grad schools what you've done and how you think. Simple. Super simple. That's what a portfolio is. It's just a collection of, you know, assignments, projects, whatever you have it. Really, it's your best, but again, I'm gonna get into that. Now, why are portfolios so important? Because you can say that you have all these skills, and, you know, for let's say an interview, for instance, whether it's internship, practicum, a job, whatever you have it, you can say that you have all these skills, but why should an employer believe you? Why should the interviewer believe that you have all these skills on your resume? This is just a whole bunch of words. And of course you have, you know, letters of recommendation and things like that, but again, those are a bunch of words. When you have a portfolio, that's actual assignments, work, experience, research that you've actually done to prove that you are qualified for this job. A portfolio literally proves that you are qualified or even overqualified for the job that you are looking for, or for the opportunity that you are looking for. That's why portfolios are so important. In my experience, it just wasn't pushed enough. Although I started out at community college, I do believe in that beginner freshman class they talked about it, but they never brought it up again. So I was all like, I completely forgot about portfolios. But I'm in grad school and they emphasize the heck out of portfolios because they prove that you are qualified for the opportunity or job that you are seeking. I'm gonna start by saying that making your portfolio is your preference, and I'm gonna share how I do it and what I recommend, but it's really all about preference. What I recommend is having a digital portfolio. I think it is so much better than physical copies because you are tend to lose those. And it's just, it seems to me, it feels like an inconvenience to have physical copies of everything. I already have to keep up with birth certificate, social security, all that. I don't want to have to keep up with one more physical thing. Goodness gracious. Anyways, I could recommend having a digital portfolio on a hard drive, flash drive, or for free, put all your stuff on Google Drive. That stuff saves everything. As long as you're on the internet, that saves everything. You can get it on your phone, you can go on your laptop, your tablet, whatever. I have stuff from high school on my Google Drive, and probably even middle school on my Google Drive. Videos, documents, presentations, like. But anyways, that's just my recommendation, that you have a digital portfolio. If you do decide to have a physical portfolio, I would still have everything ever digitally. Making a portfolio, how do you even start? What do you even do? So how I began my portfolio, and it was emphasized to me when I began grad school, I created a folder on my desktop and I titled it the program that I'm in, clinical mental health counseling. And then I created folders for the classes that I was taking. So when I began grad school, I was taking intro, theories, and group counseling. And I made folders for each of those classes. Any resource, any assignment, any presentation, any study guide or whatever, all information that I could take away from that class went into those folders. Now, granted, that is the most organized I can get. You can make even subfolders within those folders and, you know, name them assignments, presentations, extra resources. I think that I'll do that after I'm done with grad school, but I just don't have the time to do that. But I would recommend doing that. My advice to you guys is that start it now. Start it now. If you haven't already collected, and your portfolio is made up of your best work. If you keep everything, you can sort out what isn't your best work and what is, but also it shows your development and your growth. So say like you took this class in 2022 and now you're at the end of your studies in 2024, that shows your growth. You can even put the one from 2022 in your portfolio to show that it's kind of the same assignment, or you did an assignment about the same thing, and it shows your growth, your development. Like, oh well, in 2022 I was making these errors and these mistakes, but by 2024 I didn't even have those errors or those type of mistakes. It's always so good to keep everything. I cannot emphasize it enough. Like, it's good to keep everything, every assignment, every paper, presentation, Excel sheets, like journal entries, like keep videos, keep it all. And if it's any type of extra resources that the class is giving you, you definitely need to keep those too. So for example, I'm in a counseling program and sometimes I think, oh my gosh, I remember that one thing we did in class. And I can go back to that folder that I have on my computer and there's the resource right there. One thing that is so important to leave in your portfolio, a resume. And I guess I can make a different video on resumes, but resumes are so important to have because you always need to be updating them. You don't want, when a job opportunity comes up, you don't want to scramble to make a resume and make it look nice. And they should be basic. I'm gonna be so honest. They should be so basic. They should honestly have no color. They should be black and white. They should say your name. Like, I can make a whole video on resumes. Resumes should be basic, to the point, because your portfolio is gonna do all the work. That's why resumes should be super basic, super basic. But it's so important to keep a resume in your portfolio and keep it updated. But it should be a resume template, because resumes are going to change depending on the opportunity, the internship, the job, the company. Your mission or objective statement is going to change. Your skills are going to change. Your relevant courses are going to change. Your relevant experience, relevant job experience is going to change. Just keep a good personalized resume template in your portfolio. Because if you don't have one, you're going to be scrambling every single time you have an opportunity that comes up. You're going to be scrambling to make a resume. And why would you need to be scrambling when you can just go into your portfolio, click on it, make a copy of the template, and adjust it how you need to? But yeah, if you're thinking about going to grad school, I would definitely recommend keeping a portfolio. But even if you're not going to grad school, you're still going to need a portfolio to prove to your future employer or interviewer that you're qualified for this job. Again, your resume and your cover letter just shows that you're interested and that you allegedly have these qualities. But your portfolio is going to prove that you are competent enough, that you can think critically, and all these things, that you can do the research, and that you've actually done a whole bunch of research. It proves that you are actually qualified for the job. Until you give it to somebody, you should have everything that you've ever done in school. Again, any assignment, project, video, whatever. But once you are actually putting together a formal portfolio, you're just gonna pick 4 to 6 of your best work, and I would even put one thing that you have grew from. Make sure that your portfolio is organized and it is super easy to follow. So keep in mind, when you are applying for a job, an internship, or any type of opportunity, that remember that you're gonna refer back to, you know, that folder that you have to create your portfolio for this opportunity. It's always good to have a resume and a cover letter, but that portfolio is going to be your secret weapon. I cannot stress it enough. A lot of people do not talk about portfolios enough, and a lot of people don't bring portfolios to job interviews enough. They prove that you're competent and that you have the skills that you say you have on your resume, and it shows that you're actually interested and you can actually do the job that they're asking you to do. That is the end of the portfolio video. I hope you guys that you enjoyed. If you did, please check out my TikTok at KoyaLOL, or I would say my Instagram, but my Instagram is just a whole bunch of pictures. So this is gonna be like a big sister college series, so I don't know what I'm gonna title it yet. If you guys have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments. What do you guys want to learn about next about college that I haven't already, well, that I haven't really touched on my TikTok, or that I haven't talked about at all? So I will see you guys in the next video.